Hey guys, and welcome back to the beautiful madness that is Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires. I'm a Robert Duncan, and today I'm going to be having a showdown up against the mighty dahvplays. Should be a good fun scrap. We are trying out the new Warriors of Chaos in what is a rather beautiful regal blue colour scheme. I believe this is actually coatls colour scheme. Really big fan of the UI changes in general, but also the fact that you can switch colour schemes like this is really badass and quite awesome. And this is going to be a showcase that dogs are still kings. Dogs versus guns, it's an easy answer. It is always the doggos who come out on top. We have double Chaos Warhounds of Poison lurking and hiding in the trees, and an incredibly wide battle line with a mixture of different Forsakens. So we have Forsaken of Nurgle, Forsaken of Tzeentch, Marauders. It's going to be a little bit of everything as they bash axes against shields, frothing at the mouth for more juicy action. With a Hell Cannon lurking in the trees, looking to fire up and over into enemy artillery pieces. And it looks like even more Forsaken lurking and hidden at the moment in the undergrowth. We have one unit of Chaos Knights with Lances. These models are beautiful, again with the royal blue cloaks looking even more fabulous. But the flaming hooves are really quite a nice touch, and they are led by the man, the myth, the legend, the Ever-Chosen. Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, is a beast, coming in with Fight or Die, the Slayer of Kings, the Armor of Morcar, which is a really cool new ability and item he has, gives charge reflection and increases his melee defense. We have Burning Head, Spirit Leech, and Searing Doom as his spells. The fact he has a mixed lore now is really quite cool. He also has the Paragon of Ruin, giving charge bonus and immune psychology to nearby homies. I don't believe we took him fully equipped though. I'm not sure if we brought his Crown of Domination with him. For the opponent's build, much more traditional defensive vampire pirate play. We have a load of pole arms and just cheap and cheerful sacks of meat in the front line to hold down the enemy. We do have some carronades in the back, looks like 2 units, double deck gunners, the Bloody Reavers, regiment depth guard, a couple of gunnery wights, as well as a vampire fleet admiral of pistols. I say 2 carronades, soon to be 1 carronade because the hounds are afoot. We jump instantly on top of the enemy guns, looking to silence them, and look how quickly we're able to grind through them. I've tactically left 1 more Chaos Warhound in reserve, hoping my opponent sends all of his backline protection to shut down this Warhound unit, then I can simply swoop in with the next. Now the main battle line is going to continue to advance. Hell Cannon is letting loose shots up and over into the pole arms at the moment, doing some really lovely damage. And I apologize for the siren outside my house. I live right next to a hospital and a police station, so they do go through now and again, but it's simply the battle siren of the Chaos Knights announcing themselves in arrival, moving up the right hand flank to surround the enemy. Forsaken going to be beaten against the polearms. Marauders are also charging in as fast as possible. Now we've pulled back with 1 unit of Poison Warhounds, dragging away the Bloody Reavers. The second one is then going to jump on top of the carronade, shutting down the second artillery piece of the day as they are now silenced. We have the Warhounds though still nice and happy in the back line. They are being under a little bit of pressure here, but we're going to continue to apply as much force as we can onto the deck gunners. The front line is fiercely contested, but you do expect the Marauders to grind their way through the polearms at least eventually. Lots of shots are going down range though, and they are focusing on my blob coming out of the trees. We get a Burning Head followed up by a thunderous charge from the Lancers into the rear of the deckhand mobs, trying to break the front line as quickly as possible and open up pockets for Marauders and Forsaken to dive into the opponent's back line. Warhounds will continue just to pull back now. Look at the amount of reinforcements my opponent has had to give here to protect his back line. Don't know if it's going to do much good. The deck gunners are now being focused down by the Hell Cannon. Looks like we do have some deck droppers trying to do what I did to their kind of artillery pieces and focus down the Hell Cannon. But the Hell Cannon, it's unbreakable. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's doing some real nice focus fire down. Forsaken going to continue to push into the back line. Warhounds just going to drag my opponent left, right, and center. More Forsaken are now driving hard up the hills to get within hacking distance of the opponents. Looks like the Bloody Reavers going to be having a bloody fun time, coming in here, whirling around their halberds. Only 14 kills so far. They should be able to fend off the majority of my infantry, though, for a solid amount of time. They've got some pretty good, fantastic stats. And now the Chaos Knights are charging uphill to shut down the pesky gunnery wights. It's been a big problem, actually. You can see the Chaos Knights have taken significant damage, as has the Ever-Chosen. That's because of these pesky gunnery wights poking him down all day long. Archaon's kind of just strutting forward. He doesn't run anywhere these days. plays. There we go. He goes into a bit of a canter as he smells blood, draws his sword, and goes after the enemy. He's got some new attack animations, which is really cool. And the Gunnery Wight won't last too long in hand-to-hand combat up against Archaon. Looks like a Searing Doom is going to come down. The new animation of Searing Doom as well, it should be added. And that's really ripping into the zombies, who were used to save the Gunnery Wight, which is some nice play. Hell cannon shots are focusing down the bloody Reavers. Doggos are back in action once again. Looks like they go in 2 by 2, trying to just sneak through the battle lines and rear attack the enemy once again, and breaking up that front line so I can push through as hard as possible. Archaon is about to assassinate one of the Gunnery Wights. Looks like he's going to be going down here, which is a lovely doubly for me. Armor of Morcar goes down. Looks like we had Slayer of Kings popped, and Crab is back on the menu today. Hell cannon continuing to focus down the bloody Reavers. Bounce power is massively in my favor now, not massively actually, but should be more, and it looks like that is going to be game over. Gunnery Wight shut down, the Hell cannon finishing off the deck gunners there, and my lord easily can clear up these Gunnery Wights, so it looks like Darv is going to be bowing out there. I've played a few games against Darv so far, not as much as I would have liked actually in the early access, so I'd like to play some more games with him in the future. I think he's already been featured in a few free-for-alls on my channel, but I'll try and make sure we get some good games coming to you guys in the coming days and weeks and so forth. Really well played by him. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. If you like my stuff, you will probably like his stuff as well. Feel free to check him out at dahvplays. And yeah, he does a load of awesome Total War content. This was a real battle of the dogs, realistically, though. 530 and 620 value doesn't sound like much, but they basically shut down 2 carronades and 2 deck gunners the majority of the battle, which is huge when you're coming up against a army like this. The Knights, alas, didn't really get down and dirty that well. Gunnery Wights are still a pain in the butt, it is true. 1.2k on the Ever-Chosen, but we were just able to grind through the Force with a mixed front line of different types of Forsaken. We got the basic Forsaken, and then the Tzeentch and Nurgle ones. Marauders as well, relatively cost-effective in this matchup. None of them actually paying for themselves, but just for the amount of kills they get through, they are certainly quite juicy. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm dropping Immortal Empires content every single day, so make sure to subscribe to try and catch that, and leave a like if you liked the video. Feel free to leave a comment down below what you thought of the battle and what you'd like to see in the future. There's a load of links as well to Twitch, Patreon, and Discord down below in the description. Massive shout out to all my Patreons as well as YouTube members who keep the channel going. Until next time, guys, peace, and as always, stay awesome.